retired Senior Director of Council and Chapter Affairs at National MOAA. It is now my honor to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Walt Smiley, United States Army retired, a member of MOAA's Board of Directors Senior Class, and Chairman of our Council and Chapters Committee. We are grateful for Walt's leadership and abiding support these last 2 years. Colonel Smiley.
Good evening, Council and Chapter leaders, MOAA family members, families and friends. It is my pleasure to introduce the Chairman of our Board of Directors, General Walter Skip Sharp, United States Army retired. General Sharp has led our board with the last 2 years with passion, poise, and precision. There is no one more dedicated to the success of this organization. Let me get my words right. Let me start over. There is no one more dedicated to the success of this organization, and I'm thankful to have served under your leadership, Lieutenant General Skip Sharp.
I love these intros that are short and sweet. Thank you, Walt. And Walt, Walt has been, it's introduced as last 2 years, but he's been on the Council and Chapters Committee for the last 6 years. He has traveled all across the United States. I don't know how many frequent flyer miles he has, but I'm sure it's quite a bit. And hopefully you all will agree that his leadership and all those that work in councils and chapters of the organization and on the committee have made a huge, huge difference to be able to help you all do what you do every single day. So please give me a round of applause. So, I asked for this speech tonight here to highlight what you all are doing and everything, and I got this 25-minute speech they gave me to be able to talk about tonight. And, I was sitting and I was thinking, this is not what this is about tonight. This is about you all. You know what you're doing, you know the importance of what you're doing. This is about recognizing you all. So I'm gonna limit that. I'm going to highlight a couple things that you all have just been absolutely amazing on. And then we're going to do why we're here tonight. And that is to recognize and to honor the great, great work that each one of you, the councils and chapters, and those in your chapters out there are doing every single day. So I thank you all for being here. I thank you for coming all the way to Kansas City and the local area out here. It's great to be back, to be able to get back together to recognize folks along these lines. But if you look at what councils and chapters and what this organization really does, it kind of breaks down into a couple different areas. We work very hard on advocacy, to be able to advocate for all those military members, their veterans, their families, and their surviving spouses. And this is at all levels, state and national level. You all are absolutely key in that. You also work very hard on community service and what you can do in your local communities to be able to help people, to be able to have better lives, to be able to work through crises, to help people on a daily basis. And from a MOAA perspective, you really work hard to be able to make sure that all those who are eligible to join MOAA understand the importance of MOAA, what we are doing on a day-to-day basis in order to be able to advocate for service members. So you work very hard to grow our membership. So we all thank you for what you do every day. It's not easy. We everybody understands that. I said at the lunch today, it's what's remarkable to me is the commitment as far as time goes that each one of you all are willing to do to be able to accomplish the task and to be able to help MOAA accomplish our mission, which is ultimately helping all service members veterans, their families, and surviving spouses. It has your all's efforts, and what we've been able to do has helped us to be the top lobbying firm for U.S. military and U.S. uniformed services for the last 15 years. Headquarters staff is an absolutely fantastic staff, and Dan Mary and the whole group on the headquarters staff that work to be able to do that, they do great work. But when it really comes down to it, it's the grassroots stuff. It's what you all do out there every single day to be able to push that forward, which has not only given us this outstanding rating, which no other military organization has, but it has absolutely helped those that are out there in our services. If you look at, I'm not going to go through all of the different accomplishments that have been done over the last several years, but there are many out there that have helped, whether it is, closing the pay gap from what used to be 13% in 2020 to now it's down to 2.6%. That takes hard work. It takes people who are willing to spend their time to talk to congressmen that says, here's the importance of the military, here's the importance of an all-voluntary force, and here's why it's necessary to pay to be able to do that. The survivor benefit plan and the closing of that with the DIC in order to be able to make that so that rightfully spouses get what they deserve for the additional $12,000 a year is just another example of what is so important out there. We've worked very hard for caregivers to make sure they are properly accommodated for, to be able to give to our veterans and all that. And the list truly does go on and on. And again, I mean this from the heart. We all in the MOAA headquarters and the MOAA staff means it's what you all do every single day to be able to do that. And I'm also very appreciative and recognize what you all do as far as being able to establish within your communities not only the importance of MOAA and what we do every day, but the importance of the military and the importance of service to our nation. I said at lunch today, this nation is moving to the point where people aren't serving. They don't understand the importance of service to our nation. But you all are working very hard to make sure that people are moving in that direction because it is so critical to a military force, an all-voluntary force that's out there. So I thank you, the entire MOAA staff thanks you, the entire MOAA Board of Directors thanks you for all the hard, great work that you do every single day. And we have some awards to be able to give out tonight to people and organizations, councils and chapters who have tirelessly worked for every single day to be able to help MOAA, to be able to accomplish our mission, to make sure that we do have a strong military. We do have the benefits that are rightfully deserved by those who are serving, who have served, and their surviving spouses to be able to maintain that strong military. So I thank you and I encourage you to continue that work. I know, don't even have to ask because that will happen because of your dedication to our nation and to our military. So thank you very much, and I very much look forward to putting some awards tonight on some very rightfully deserving councils and chapters. So thank you.
Might be the first time ever. The Surviving Spouse Liaison Excellence Award recognizes those members who go above and beyond to promote the chapter programs and help all members, especially our surviving spouses, feel welcome and proud to be a chapter member. The Surviving Spouse Liaison Excellence Award for Outstanding Support at the Council level is presented to Mrs. Patricia W. Berquist of the Tennessee Council of Chapters. Mrs. Bergquist is a recognized expert within her chapter and the Tennessee Council of Chapters on surviving spouse issues and provides advice to surviving spouses both within her chapter as well as the surviving spouse liaisons within the Tennessee Council of Chapters membership on a regular basis. Her passion is not only sharing updates on key issues or legislation impacting all surviving spouses and assisting new widows with their benefits, but also working one-on-one with spouses and surviving spouses who do not know what to do or where to go for answers. Patricia is truly deserving of this recognition for her work as the surviving spouse liaison for the Tennessee Council of Chapters. The Surviving Spouse Liaison Excellence Award for work done in support of a chapter is presented to Mrs. Judith K. Thomas of the Houston Area Chapter. Judith has worked tirelessly with recently widowed spouses to solve problems with missing DD-214s, understanding Veterans Administration benefits, and solving financial issues. She has encountered situations where the veteran managed all of the family's finances and the widow basically had to figure out everything from scratch. She is always upbeat and her positivity is contagious. Judith is an influencer, and her involvement with the Texas State Senator Rick Miller, Chair of State Military Affairs Committee, helps support all MOAA issues, not just widows issues at the state level. Her participation in the Veterans Organizations Roundtable kept visibility on widows' needs. Judith is truly deserving of this recognition for her work as the Surviving Spouse Liaison for the Houston Area Chapter. The Colonel Steve Strobridge Award for Legislative Leadership was established to recognize volunteer leaders who epitomize the importance of grassroots advocacy and its impact on our legislative efforts. This year's Colonel Steve Strobridge Award for Outstanding Legislative Advocacy at the council level is presented to Colonel Mike Kelly, United States Air Force retired, Kansas State Legislative Liaison, and President of the Jayhawk Chapter. Colonel Kelly's contributions during the 2021-2022 Kansas legislative session were numerous. He led formation of the legislative agenda for veteran service organizations in Kansas, advocated in hearings and individual meetings, and engaged veterans throughout the state. Among other accomplishments, Colonel Kelly's efforts resulted in the elimination of food sales tax, salary increases at 2 state veterans care facilities, and significant progress in obtaining partial tax exemption of military pay. The Kansas Council of Chapters advocacy was praised by email and on the floor of the Kansas House by state senators and representatives. It is anticipated that the relationships Colonel Kelly fostered will continue to grow to accomplish even greater benefits for Kansas veterans in the years to come. This year's winner of the Colonel Steve Strobridge Award for Outstanding Legislative Advocacy at the chapter level is Dr. Commissioner Colonel Ron Sarge, United States Air Force retired, Legislative Chair for both the Delaware Council of Chapters and the Dover Chapter, as well as President of the Delaware Council. Sadly, Ron passed away this summer. The award is being presented posthumously to his widow, Mrs. Jean Sarge. Colonel Sarge built and nurtured relationships with lawmakers, business people, and other influencers throughout Delaware over the course of many years. As Commissioner to the Delaware Commission for Veterans Affairs, he drafted legislative recommendations and concerns to the Secretary of State, the State Joint Military Affairs Committee, and state legislators. In 2021, his efforts resulted in exemption from school and property taxes for 100% disabled veterans and partial exemption of military retired pay from state taxes. Colonel Sarge leaves a large void. He will be missed by all of us, but his legacy will benefit service members and veterans for years to come. All of these outstanding volunteer leaders in the December issue of Military Officer. Please join me now in a round of applause for all of our individual awardees. Oh, Captain Frank, United States Navy retired, Director, Council, and Chapter Affairs, will join me in announcing the Levels of Excellence Awards winners for 2021.
Good evening. Tonight's Levels of Excellence recipients are being recognized for their outstanding performance in 2021. Out of over 400 affiliates, every one of our 161 councils and chapters who we are about to name achieved excellence in grassroots advocacy, impactful community service, and membership growth. The title of 4- or 5-star LOE winner that each earned is a tribute to the strong commitment of these leaders to serve members of the uniformed services, our veterans, their families, survivors in their communities, and nationwide under the MOAA umbrella. Everyone receiving an award tonight was given a card at check-in with a group number and an order number. When your group is announced on the cards held up by our staff, please move to the right-hand edge of the stage to my left and assemble in order. Your performance here tonight will directly reflect on your performance in the 2022 LOE Awards. And I believe we ought to already be assembling. So if you're, are we going to hold up a group number and start folks moving? I think it probably starts with 1, is my guess.
If you're in Group A, please move toward the stage.
Please allow our official MOAA photographers to take the photographs on stage. Individuals and groups will have an opportunity after the ceremony to stand in front of the step and repeat banner that we have out just immediately as you exit here to get photographs with any other folks that you want to get photographs with this evening. I'll further ask you, please, in the interest of time, to hold all your applause until the end of the ceremony. I promise we'll give you ample time to cheer once we're completed. You're a winner. You're a shoo-in for 2022. You're already ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, we're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, earning Levels of Excellence Award for 2021. Alabama Council of Chapters, 5-star. Also accepting for the South Alabama chapter of MOAA and the Huntsville chapter of MOAA, both 5-star recipients. Greater Birmingham chapter of MOAA, 5-star. Montgomery area chapter of MOAA, 5-star. Fort Rucker chapter, 5-star.
Northwest Arkansas MOAA chapter, 5 stars. Arizona Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Also accepting for Arizona chapter, Northern Arizona chapter, and Superstition Mountain chapter, all 5 stars. Coronado chapter, MOAA.
Oh, you're good, sir. Thank you.
Green Valley chapter, MOAA. Sorry, 5 stars. Luke chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Tucson chapter of MOAA, 5 stars. Yuma chapter, 5 stars. And Grand Canyon chapter, 5 stars.
MOAA, and especially Fred Green, if you can come on up, please. California Council of Chapters of MOAA, 5 stars. Alta chapter, 5-star. Also accepting for Conejo Simi Valley chapter, 5-star. And Ventura County chapter, MOAA, 4-star. Alameda County chapter, MOAA, 5-star. Miramar chapter, 5-star. Orange Empire Military Officers Club, 5-star. MOAA Palm Springs chapter, 5-star. San Diego chapter of MOAA, 5-star. Silver Strand chapter, 5-star. Hidden Valley chapter, 5-star. Mojave Desert chapter, 5-star.
Colorado Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Admiral Arleigh Burke Chapter, 5 stars. Pikes Peak Chapter, MOAA, 4 stars. Dover Chapter, 5 stars. Florida Council of Chapters of the Military Officers Association of America, Incorporated. Cape Canaveral Chapter, 5 stars. Cape Coral Chapter of MOAA, 4 stars. St. Petersburg Area Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Military Officers Association of Sarasota, Incorporated, 5 stars. Tampa chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Treasure Coast chapter, 5 stars. The Military Officers Club of Volusia County, 5 stars. Lee Coast chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. South Central Florida chapter of the Military Officers Association of America, 5 stars. Historic Mayport chapter, 5 stars. Also accepting for Clearwater chapter, 5 stars. MOAA of Southwest Florida, 5 stars. Kingdom of the Sun chapter, 5 stars. Lake and Sumter Counties chapter, 5 stars. Northeast Florida chapter, 5 stars. Pensacola chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Military Officers Association of Sarasota Incorporated, 5 stars. Charlotte Harbor chapter, 5 stars. MOAA of Citrus County chapter Incorporated, 5 stars. Halifax Area chapter, 5 stars. Sun City Center chapter, 5 stars. And Ancient City chapter, 5 stars. Indian River chapter, 5 stars.
Orange Empire Military Officers Club, 5 stars. Old Capital Area MOAA, 5 stars. Also accepting for MOAA, Fort Benning Area Chapter, 5 star, and Kings Bay Chapter, 4 star. South Georgia Chapter, 4 star. Georgia Mountain Chapter, 5 stars. Illinois Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Lincoln Land Chapter, 5 stars. Southwest Illinois Chapter, 5 stars. White River Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars.
Kansas Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Kaw Valley Chapter of Kansas, MOAA, 5 stars. Jayhawk Chapter of the Military Officers Association of America, 5 stars. Sunflower Chapter, 5 stars.
Fort Campbell Chapter, 5 stars. Fort Knox Area Chapter Incorporated, 5 stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the second half of the alphabet. If you could keep the volume down, these last letters would appreciate it. Louisiana Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Greater Baton Rouge Area, MOAA, 5 stars. Arklatex Chapter of MOAA, 5 stars. Pelican Chapter, 5 stars.
Maryland Military Officers Association of America, 5 stars. Also accepting for the Major General Andy Anderson Eastern Shore Chapter, 4 stars. Montgomery County Chapter, 5 stars. Susquehanna Chapter, 5 stars. Upper Potomac Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars.
Capital Area Chapter, Michigan, 5 stars. Also accepting for Northwestern Michigan Chapter, 5 stars.
Folks, please keep it down just a little bit longer, please. Thank you.
Ozark Empire MOA, 5 stars. Greater St. Louis Chapter, 5 stars.
North Carolina Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Also accepting for Charlotte Metrolina Chapter, 5 star. And High Country Chapter, 5 stars. Cape Fear Chapter, MOA, 5 stars. Coastal Carolina, MOA, 5 stars. Southeastern North Carolina, Chapter of MOA, 5 stars. Tar Heel Central Chapter of MOA Incorporated, 5 stars. Triangle Chapter MOA, 5 stars. Western North Carolina Chapter MOA, 5 stars. Catawba Valley Chapter, 5 stars.
Heartland of America Chapter, 5 stars. New Jersey Lakes and Pines Chapter, 5 stars. Albuquerque Chapter of MOA, 5 stars.
We said she's interested.
Southern Nevada Chapter, 5 stars.
New York State Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Also accepting for New York State Capital District Chapter of the Military Officers Association of America, 5 stars. Genesee Valley Chapter, MOA, 5 stars. Greater Rome Utica Chapter, MOA, 5 stars. Mid-Hudson Chapter, MOA, 4 stars. Southern Tier Chapter, 5-star.
Ohio Council of Chapters, 5 stars. Also accepting for Greater Cleveland Chapter, 4 stars. Ohio Western Reserve Chapter, 5 stars. MOAA Central Ohio Chapter, 5 stars. Greater Cincinnati Chapter, 5 stars. Dayton Area Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Mahoning and Shenango Valleys Chapter, 5 stars.
And the real Mahoning and Shenango Valleys Chapter, we got a little out of order, my apologies. 5-star. Oklahoma Council of Chapters, 5-star. Also accepting for Southern Oklahoma MOAA, 5-star. Southwest Oklahoma Chapter, 5-star.
Emerald Empire Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Portland Chapter, 5 stars. Also accepting for Central Oregon Chapter of the Military Officers Association of America, 5 stars.
Pennsylvania Council of Chapters, 5-star. Also accepting for Keystone Capital Chapter, 5-star, and Lancaster Chapter, 5-star. MOAA Pittsburgh Chapter, 5-star.
South Carolina Council of Chapters, MOAA, 5 stars. Also accepting for Columbia Chapter, 5 stars. Aiken Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Piedmont Chapter, 5 stars. Hilton Head Area Chapter, MOAA, 5 stars. Grand Strand Chapter, 5 stars. The Star Fort Chapter, 5 stars.
Tennessee Council of Chapters, 5-star. MOAA Memphis Chapter, 5-star. Also receiving for Chattanooga Chapter MOAA, 4-star. Mountain Empire Chapter, 5-star. Middle Tennessee Chapter MOAA, 5-star. Stones River Chapter, 5-star.
All right, folks, we're on Texas. Not too far to go. Texas Council of Chapters, MOAA, 5-star. Also accepting for North Dallas-Fort Worth Military Officers Association, 5 stars. Greater Dallas and North Texas Chapter, 5 stars. MOAA Houston area, 5 stars. MOAA Alamo, 5 stars.
Go Astros.
That was unauthorized. MOAA Wichita Falls, Texas Chapter, 5 stars.
Virginia Council of Chapters, 5-star. Also accepting for Central Virginia Chapter of MOAA, 5-star. Mount Vernon Chapter MOAA, 5-star. Richmond Area Chapter MOAA, 5-star. MOAA Southwest Virginia Chapter, 5-star. Portsmouth Area Chapter, 5-star. George C. Marshall Chapter, 5-star. And no others. Northern Virginia Chapter MOAA, 5-star. Virginia Peninsula Chapter MOAA, 5-star. Heritage Chapter of the Military Officers Association of America, 5-star. Hawkins Landing Chapter of the Military Officers Association of America, 5-star.
In the state of Washington, Columbia River Chapter, 5 stars. Kitsap chapter, 5 stars. Also accepting for Olympic Peninsula chapter, 5 stars, and Spokane chapter MOAA, 5 stars. Olympia area chapter MOAA, 5 stars. Whidbey Island chapter MOAA, 5 stars.
Southeastern Wisconsin chapter MOAA, 5 stars. Lyco Border chapter, 5 stars.
And not present this evening, but being recognized with a 4-star award, the Hawaii chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for one big round of applause for our Levels of Excellence winners and for all our volunteer leaders. Everyone in this room exemplifies on a daily basis MOAA's motto, never stop serving. This concludes our program. Thank you all again for celebrating with us. The Armed Forces Medley will now be played. Please stand for your favorite services song as it is played. When the music ends, you will find an additional photo booth out the back doors. And if you have not yet collected your actual LOE award to take home, you can find those out the back door as well so that you can take those home and share them with your chapter. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening and safe home.
So before the Armed Forces Medley, I'd just like to say, as the outgoing chairman, Aaron, thank you for your unbelievable hard work to be able to help empower these councils and chapters to do what they say they do every single day. So thank you. Thank you.